In this video we're taking a look at this brand new Stanley FATMAX autolock 5 metre measuring tape. Oh yes, stay tuned. Hey, what's up guys, it's your man JB and today we're checking out this Stanley FATMAX tape measure. So it really was time for me to get a new tape measure and I'm checking out all different brands and different types. I usually go with Stanley. My last tape measure is Stanley, pretty basic one, but it's done the job and it's lasted a few years. So I thought, yeah, do you know what, I'm going to go for Stanley again because they're pretty good, aren't they? They seem to be the leaders in measuring tapes, and well, they really have gone to town with this one because this has got loads of features and I'm actually really excited to start using it. So there it is, all in the box. Obviously you've got the tape measure, you've got this extended blade which goes on the end, and on here you've also got a magnet. So come on in, let's open it up and get a closer look. So we've got this extra blade here which we're going to have a look at the moment, but the way it is currently, we've got a magnet on the end of it. So what I'm going to do just to start with is to pull the magnet off. There we go. Make it look I made it look a little bit harder than what it was. So we've actually got 3 in 1 here. So you can have it as standard with the normal end, and then we've got a magnet, and we've also got this extended blade for the end. I guess in time it will get a little bit easier to take on and off. It's just a little bit, it's a little bit stiff to begin with, but you see there it clips in. Now this is a pretty strong magnet, and there we go, look at that, picked up 4 screws. So the strength of the magnet will just take the weight of the tape. There we go, check that out. Great stuff, and you have got to pull it quite a bit to release it. So nice feature, oh yes. And with the magnet on, it does sit right inside here as well, so it doesn't protrude or anything, which is great. It does not get in the way at all, so really you could just leave that on there. Some tape measures have this magnetic bit on the end permanently, which could be a little bit annoying if you're into, if you deal with metal work and you've got lots of splinters and what have you. That's going to get really clogged up. So great that you can take the magnet off. It's just a bit hard to get off. There we go. So this extension fits on here exactly the same way as the magnet. So we just put it in position there and we just push it down. So that actually went on quite easy there. And look at the size of that end. So you can get plenty of grip and grab when you're using that one, that's for sure. Now the great thing about having this extension and the way it actually goes above the tape as well, it means that something like this, if we wanted to measure underneath, we can just put the tape here like so. It's going to grab it on the end and we can read the measurement here. So that's absolutely brilliant. You could leave that on because it will work on the top, it will actually work on the side as well, so that is really good. You've got this kind of 360 grab all the way round. Now even when the tape measure is retracted, this large wide blade extension doesn't actually stick out at all, or maybe just a tiny bit, but because this tape is so wide, and that's due to the 32mm wide blade, it does make the actual tape measure quite thick. But I really like that, I really do, and I love this rubberized moulding which goes pretty much all the way round the tape to give it lots of protection, because I know my brother-in-law likes dropping my tape. Yes. Now with these snap-on snap-off attachments you can just place them in the front of the tape measure like so. I don't think the magnet goes in so well, probably because you're better off just storing that actually on the tape, but this wider blade, we can get it off again, there we go, this wider blade does sit in there quite nicely. Look, sits in there nice and comfortably, and and out of the way. It does move around a little though. I wonder whether if you kept it on there you might end up losing it in the toolbox, or if you pull it out your pocket. On the back of the tape you've got your standard belt clip, and you've also got this kind of hole in here for a lanyard or a strap or something that you can put on so you don't end up dropping the tape on the floor. Now the last feature that we've got on here is the lock, because this is an auto lock, it's an automatic lock, and that basically means without touching the button, if we pull the tape out it stays locked. Now I remember having one of these like 10-15 years ago. It was a little grey one, any of you remember? And it had a big red button on it and you used to push it and it used to allow you to extend it. But anyway, so this you can just keep pulling out and pulling out, and apparently you can extend it out to 3.3 meters before it snaps or bends, and at the moment this is at 2 meters, so it's not bad. I'm not going to take it all the way, but that's what they say. Probably something to do with the fact that the actual tape itself is very curved. It's going to give it a lot more strength. But anyway, so we can pull that out and it keeps it locked in position, and then all we do is we push the button on the front here and that will draw it back in. Now if you don't want to use that function, what you can do is with this button here, pull it right back, and then that will act as a standard tape measure. And if you want to lock it again, just drop that down, it will lock it and then push it to retract it. Absolutely brilliant. So there you go, that is your Stanley FATMAX Auto Lock 5 metre 16 foot measuring tape. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to check out more of my tool reviews and other videos. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you lot on the next video.